keep the music playing.
From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. A man is dead following a fire at a commercial building in Gatesville. Authorities say this happened around 9:30 yesterday morning on South State Highway 36, right behind Hilltop Liquor Store. According to the owner of Coryell County Custom Signs, Steve Baker, he got a call about his business being on fire. He tells us a friend, Jeff Valentine, who would sometimes work on cars and sleep there with a space heater, did not make it out alive. He says the victim was a selfless man who would give you the shirt off his back. Meanwhile, a Hewitt man is headed to prison for sexually abusing a 12-year-old girl in 2021. 37-year-old Christian Porter was set for trial yesterday but accepted a plea offer from the DA's office. He pleaded guilty to indecency with a child by contact and indecency with a child by exposure. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. He must serve 8.5 before he can seek parole. From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
A soggy, about 24-hour time period is here in central Texas. We're expecting widespread rain to be moving through this morning, and especially for that morning commute. Heavy downpours are to be expected. Could see some rumbles of thunder and maybe some lightning from time to time, but no severe weather is expected. We should slowly dry out from west to east late this morning and this afternoon. Still could be some lingering rain this afternoon, especially east of I-35. Morning temperatures in the 40s and low 50s will warm into the 40s and low to mid 50s late day, thanks to all the clouds and the rain. Even more rain moving its way through overnight tonight, but most of that will be out of here by daybreak tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the 60s if you see sunshine before a cold front blasts through. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It is finally, what is today, Tuesday?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, we got past Monday. That's great. The terrible Monday. It is Tuesday. We got with us the funny guy. In fact, how many times when people walk up, they go, hey, be funny?
Never. Nobody ever asked me to be funny.
Kevin, be funny.
I don't want to be funny.
Okay, but I will tell you this. I think this is the first time you've had two real boobs on our show. Lean over, Kevin. There you go. Looked like Dolly Parton for a minute up here on stage. Kevin Gritten is guest today. We'll talk more with Kevin in just a bit, but let's kick it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are downtown Waco, Texas Music Cafe. Big thank you to our title sponsor, Weichert Realtor, the Eastland Group. They're the folks that sponsor the Zack Owen Show. Kevin, did you notice how important it is to do a lot of studying and research and come up with the name The Zack Owen Show? It's very difficult. It would be like you having one, and, you know, they would say, what?
Could we call it the Kevin Gritten Show? Could we do that?
Well, let's spend thousands of dollars first checking it out to make sure that's the right one.
It might be taken already.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Zack Owen Show, proud to have the show and proud to have people like Kevin on. Kevin is a multi-talented guy. He loves comedy, and we want to talk about comedy. He loves what he does also, the Champion School. Is it called Champion School of Barber? Or?
No, it's actually called We have the official name is Champions Barber and Beauty Academy. That's what's on all the letterhead.
Barber and Beauty.
But we go by Champions Academy. We kind of shorten it down a little bit.
I like it. We're going to talk about that too. But let's talk comedy because I love comedy too. And, when Jim was alive and we did the radio show, Jim was the joke teller and I was the laugher. You always got to have a laugher.
Yes.
That's why on all the TV shows, they got laugh tracks or an audience that laughs.
Because it's infectious.
It's infectious. It adds to it. I would used to, tell people, we would have guests, I'd say, look, when he tells a joke, laugh, whether you like it or not. You've got to. And so I did that. People would always come up to me and say, do you really think that was funny? I go, no.
But if I laugh, there is someone out there who does think it's funny.
That's right.
That's what's so great about comedy is that it's so different on so many different levels. Just because you don't find something entertaining and funny, somebody over here just might.
Yeah.
So I love to laugh. I think if I'm ever giving a speech or talking to people or just meeting someone, if I can get them to laugh in a few seconds of our conversation, then I've broken the ice down.
That's right. The old icebreaker. So what do you recall, or about what age were you when you said, man, I like comedy. I want to help comedy. I want to get behind comedy. I want to do things with comedy.
You're going to laugh at me, but I thought about this. I was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
I was in a school bus. And I remember sitting in the back of the school bus. There was like a 3rd grader. His name was Dusty. And we were in the back of the bus, and we just started making each other laugh. And I was making him really laugh. And it made me feel really good inside to see someone laughing and enjoying something. And it was really that took off for me, where I knew I was interested in comedy and wanted to be a bigger part of it.
I can see it now. Kevin Gritten, 4th grade, back of the bus tour. Coming to your town.
All right, we'll save that for later.
How's that sound? We get an old school bus and come rolling up to the venue and the school bus. I think
we could
that'd
just
be a
open the
great
doors
idea.
and come out and rock it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's something about comedy that the jokes that my dad would sit around and tell jokes with his uncles and his brothers, and I can't repeat any of them on the air right now.
Well, yeah, you could try. If you want to.
Well, I'd rather not.
Okay.
Unless you tell me I can, and I
Okay.
probably shouldn't. But anyway, those are the kind of things, those off-color jokes were so funny to be a young kid and hearing your dad tell these jokes. And you 14, 12 years old or whatever, and hearing those, just memories are made, those things.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And I, after being in radio, for some reason my nose is running today. Do you have any idea why my nose is running? But anyway, is it raining? I always thought, I kind of was a funny guy, but I have trouble sometimes telling jokes, getting it the right
Timing.
My friend Rodney Carrington, I'll hang out with him and I try to watch him and how he does it, or I'll watch him on stage. And, it takes more than just telling a joke.
Yes.
You got to have the timing.
And that's what stand-up, I don't think people really appreciate how hard stand-up is. I've done stand-up. I don't really enjoy doing stand-up because being on stage and laughing, it's the work you have to put into stand-up. You have to write your material. You have to work your material. And if you have stand-up friends, you find out that they're probably trying their material out on you when you're at dinner.
Right.
And it's like, wait a minute, what are we here? And so stand-up is hard. And what I like about what I do is improv comedy, where we just show up, we make a scene up, and we act it out, and we play it out for a few seconds, and you don't know where it's going to go. Whereas if you were to go see Dave Chappelle on a Friday night, and you are not going to go see him on Saturday night because he's going to have basically the same routine.
Same show, yeah.
Where in improv, what I do today would be totally different tomorrow.
Right.
Even though the same people, but it's easier for me.
What was the TV show?
Whose Line?
who's like Drew Carey
Yes.
and a lot of funny guys on that.
Quick-witted,
Quick.
amazing, fast, and you sit there and go, how did they come up with that?
Yeah.
And what I like, another thing I like about improv is that as we are doing the shows on stage, the people in the audience are thinking, what would I say in this scene? What would I never would have thought of that. That adds to the humor and the fun of it.
Well, you know what? Let's test that humor out right now, because in front of you, Kevin, is a list of bad jokes of the day. And being that we're talking comedy, we thought we would throw in, Terry said, Zach, you should do more because of Kevin. I said, okay, so we're going to do 2 or 3 of these. So pick one for right now and give us the bad joke of the day.
Okay.
Are you ready, Terry? Here we go.
What did the tomato say to the other tomato during the race?
What?
Catch up.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Let me
Okay.
try this again.
I love it. Give us another one.
All right. Which days are the strongest?
Which ones?
Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays.
Weekdays.
They are called bad jokes for a reason, folks.
That's right.
And
All
you
right.
woke up and listened to this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, we'll get Kevin to tell us some more bad jokes. Might as well use them up this morning, my friends here. We're going to take a little short break, come back, talk more with Kevin about comedy, about his hairstyle, too. You know, he's a master barber when it comes to just his hairstyle. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about a lot of things. Nashville Cat is on the way. Give us some gossip from Nashville and more. Keep it right here. Zack Owen Show. Right back.
Transform your workspace with Hanomi Ergonomics. From adjustable chairs to standing desks, we provide solutions for comfort and productivity, whether at home or in the office. Improve your posture, reduce strain, and work smarter. Visit us at hanomi.co today. That's HINOMI.co today. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. Unlock your full potential with On It, your go-to for premium supplements, fitness gear, and wellness essentials. Whether you're training hard, recovering faster, or just looking to feel your best, On It has the tools you need to perform at your peak. Visit Onnit, that's ONNIT.com, and elevate your mind, body, and spirit today. At Rolls Rolla, we don't just sell wallpaper, we create cohesive, cozy spaces. Our deep understanding of design means every pattern, color, and texture is carefully chosen to complement your home. Plus, we use advanced technology and water-based inks for vibrant, eco-friendly prints, ensuring a healthier environment. Visit rollsrolla.com to transform your space today. That's ROLLSROLLA.com today. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Ready to bring your vision to life? At Small Rig, every idea, design, and product is inspired by you, the creator. With our industry-first under co-design mode and the Dream Rig free customization project, we unite with global creators to turn big dreams into reality. Whether it's a cage rig or mount, Small Rig's versatile gear is built to elevate your craft. Small Rig, where your creativity meets our innovation. Go to smallrig.com.
Calling all Marvel fans, get Marvel Unlimited and unlock over 30,000 comics featuring your favorite heroes and iconic stories, all available to read anytime, anywhere. Whether you're into classic tales or the latest adventures, there's something for everyone. Don't miss out. Head to marvel.com/unlimited today and start your Marvel journey now. At Angel Bliss, we believe every parent's journey is a beautiful adventure. Our mission is to make it joyful and stress-free with thoughtful, safe, and innovative products. Born from a love for family, we promise peace of mind for parents and comfort for babies. From playtime to bedtime, every Angel Bliss product is designed with care, reliability, and a style to nurture the special bond between parent and child. Angel Bliss, creating happy memories, one baby at a time. Visit us at angelbliss.us. Angel Bliss.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
We're back live, Texas Music Cafe. It is Tuesday. Weather says rain all day today, on and off, and then a high of about 55 degrees. Right now outside, I'm going to say it's probably about 50 or so, for somewhere in the 40s. Just miserable kind of, that nasty. But we do need rain, so don't gripe about the rain. We do need rain. You'll remember that come this summertime here in Texas. My good buddy Kevin over here, we were talking about a podcast because this week I'm kind of having podcasters on, and I actually ran in. Where'd we, at the Shriners?
At the Shriners event, yes.
We saw each other at the Shriners event, and he said, hey, man, I want to get on your show, and let's talk about different things. And I said, hey, yeah. And then we were just now talking about getting a podcast. Have you thought about doing some kind of a podcast for comedy and have different comedians on and,
Actually, I have thought about stuff like that. First of all, I enjoy meeting people and talking to people.
Right.
I love comedy. I hadn't really I thought YouTube channel is like, what niche do you want to have? It does take time. It takes effort. And watching people do podcasts, I enjoy listening to podcasts. I think I would really like doing it and having a lot of fun with it and meeting people. And there's a lot of good comedy shows on podcast right now.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them, but we need you to start one, and I know the perfect company to reach out to, Rogue Media. Rogue guys do a great job, Scotty and Corey and Mike and all the men and women involved with Rogue Media. So many great podcasts, so we're going to get you hooked up and get a comedy podcast.
What would we call the show?
Well, let's see here.
Zack Owen show's taken.
That's Zack Owen, yeah, that's taken. Shit show's taken.
Yep.
We'll think on it.
All right,
we'll
okay,
come
we'll
up
come
with
back
something.
to that.
Yeah. But anyway, I love comedy too. I love it as well. Now, you actually had a comedy club at one time.
I did, back right after COVID.
What a time to start.
I know. I didn't say I was the smartest person in the room. It was called Slapsticks, and it was over in Woodway.
Right.
I had never worked at a bar or had a bar. I've never had a restaurant. And I decided I would do a comedy club with a bar and a restaurant. Because you can't just have comedy, you got to have food and alcohol.
It's a great idea.
And
nothing could go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong. Now, we had some great shows. We had some great comedians came in. Waco, Central Texas, Dallas, Austin, Houston. We had some people come in that were phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was hard to market. It was during the end of COVID, which was bad. But the very first night of the show, I worked the bar.
Right.
And I spent the entire night speaking to a gentleman that had too much to drink. And I was like, just go watch the show. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I found out the other part about it, I didn't enjoy it. And what I mean by that is I'm such a customer service oriented.
And you're stuck doing one thing and you want to be involved.
Right. And I'm on stage trying to do something and I'm wondering if they've gotten their drink. I wonder if they've gotten their food. And so I couldn't really enjoy the actual comedy club.
Right.
So.
And when you're starting out, and I know this from being part of the Zach and Jim Hog Creek Ice House for quite a while, you got to have, you're limited on your money because you're starting out. You've sunk all your money into getting it going. And then, you can't afford to really pay that perfect manager to be there.
Yeah.
So you end up doing it,
Yep.
or one of the owners. You know what I mean? It's a tough deal.
Yeah, because we have our barbershop, Champion Salon and Barber was next door. So during the day, I'd work at the barbershop, and at night, I would do the comedy show or manage the show.
Right.
And I was exhausted.
Right.
I was exhausted. About 13 weeks went by, and my wife and I were driving back from vacation from Ohio, and I said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay. So it actually worked out well. We actually took it down, opened the barbershop, made it bigger. Over in Woodway, it was a blessing really for us and me. But would I do it again? I don't know. I enjoy performing better than I enjoy having to manage something like that.
Well, I tell you, Waco, where it is today, I think we're missing out by not having, I would say, not strictly a comedy club. Maybe do a couple of nights with the dueling piano type thing.
Yeah.
And then do comedy nights and then do a karaoke night. But kind of build it all together. I think that we would support that.
It would, but it also has to have food. It also has to have drinks.
So
it has
it's got to have that right management.
Right. It has to have everything, and you have to have a venue that's big enough that can do it all too.
Yeah.
Whether you want tables or you want chairs, they all play into how you're going to do that kind of stuff.
Okay, so Kevin has a mission. He's working on his new podcast. He's working on his new comedy karaoke bar. We're going to put some other things on you to do, okay?
Okay, all right.
Right now, the girl that has everything is funny. She's funny, Kevin. Oh, my gosh, she's so funny. She's beautiful. She knows what's going on, and that is my friend Nashville Cat. Cat, can you believe everything I said about you?
No, I was going to say your $10 is in the mail. Just thank you so much.
I was expecting 20, but okay.
Hey, Kevin, I have an idea. A play on Seinfeld's show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Can you twist that a bit to go for you?
Yeah, that would be good.
Something like that.
Yeah. What's up, Cat?
Keith Urban has an upcoming Vegas residency, and do you know he ships his own car there? Because after a show, Keith slowly drives back to his hotel in his sweaty stage clothes, windows down, as he listens to the sounds of Vegas.
Okay,
has he heard of a rental car before?
Yeah.
I mean,
you can always rent something similar, especially in Vegas.
Exactly. That's crazy to me. Luke Combs has a very rare form of OCD since he was 12. A few days ago on tour, Luke had the worst flare-up he's had in years. He said it's thoughts you don't want that causes stress. Then it makes you have more thoughts of the things you're already trying to get rid of.
Okay.
True. By the way, Luke battles this every single day. Wow. Finally, Shenandoah did a behind-the-scenes video about their Sunday in the South collab with Luke Bryan and Jason Aldean, and you can see it on Shenandoah's YouTube page.
You know, I have listened to that 2 or 3 times, and man, they do such a great job. And that is such an incredible song.
It is, and I interviewed Marty Raybon, the lead singer, once, and afterwards, of course, you get the front row seat, and he's looking at you the whole time because he just was talking to you, and I didn't know all the words to the songs.
Yeah.
Well, I did that old actor trick and just sang the word avocado the whole time because it makes your mouth move in all different directions. Yeah. And I looked like I knew what I was doing.
Well, you do. Thank you. Thank you, Nashville Avocado.
I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Nashville Cat, same time, about 8:25, Monday through Friday, gives us the nitty-gritty from Music City and her kind of own twist on things right there. That'd be cool. We get the comedy club going. We can have Nashville Cat fly in, and she's kind of funny. Let her be part of the show.
Okay, I'm all for that.
Are you for that?
Yeah.
All right. So we're talking comedy with Kevin. Who's the funniest comedian that you have just rolled over laughing and crying in your lifetime? The one person that stands out and you go, oh my gosh, the best.
I'm going to have to say this is kind of recent for me. I went and saw Kevin Hart in Austin
oh my gosh.
A week ago. And he had 3 openers that came out for him called the Solo Cup Boys or Plastic Cup Guys or something like that. And all 3 guys were amazing and funny. But when Kevin Hart came out on stage, there's a reason he is so popular and so successful. He commanded the stage. He was so funny. I had snot coming out of my nose. You know how hard you have to laugh to have snot coming out of your nose?
I think you still have some of that dried in your beard. I'm just going to tell you that.
did take a bath.
There you
go. But
Oh,
yeah, I would
can
say
imagine. And let me ask you this before you go: how much were tickets?
a lot.
Yeah,
It was over $200 per person.
it's amazing.
Yeah. We looked up his wealth, what he's worth. You know what
Yeah.
he's worth?
No.
$450 million.
Wow.
I just would like to be, if I could just do a portion of that, I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I think I've always been an Eddie Murphy fan.
Oh, yeah.
Back when he was doing the stand-up, Chris Rock,
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, and I know this sounds crazy, and I'm an older guy, but Rodney Dangerfield and his one-liners I would just laugh.
And just one right after another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like George Carlin. I like smart comedy. I like the stuff that makes you think, the stuff that makes you go, wait a minute. Nate Bargatze. Am I saying his last name right? I always spell it. I
love him.
He is blown up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when he started off to where he is today is just absolutely, I'm very happy for the man.
Oh yeah. Hilarious guy. You see the Saturday Night Live skits talking about America?
Yes.
Oh gosh,
yes.
hilarious.
And that's what observational comedy is. It takes regular day things and makes you go, really? You know, makes you think about it.
Yeah, it's not jokes.
Yeah.
He's telling real stuff. It's just the way he tells it is funny.
Yes. Like when I'd be the worst time traveler in the world. We have these things that are called cell phones. Well, how do they work? Well, I don't know how they work, you know. I mean, nobody would believe he was from the future. Like, we have satellites in the sky. Well, how do they work? I don't know.
That is right. I like Nikki Glaser, especially when she's on the comedy roast.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are hilarious. The comedy roast that usually pick a star and they'll roast them, and it's pretty nasty, pretty dirty, but very, very funny stuff. Yeah. And of course, my good buddy Rodney Carrington. I love Rodney and his material.
I got a story about Rodney Carrington.
Okay, well, tell us the story.
Remember, we used to have a comedy club in Waco called the Waterworks.
Oh yeah, that's where I first saw Rodney.
Me too. And I went there. I was on a date. I was probably 19, 20 years old, and he was funny. He was good, and he sang the song "Fred."
Fred, yes.
Yes, it's the classic song, Fred, you know,
Fred.
Riding Fred and all this kind of stuff. And I left that show and I was like, okay, no big deal. Couldn't remember the guy's name. And then one day he's on television and he's doing that bit. And I'm like, oh my God, I just saw that man in Waco, Texas.
Yep.
He blew up and he's just so famous. It's just neat to see where someone could be at, that I would see someone like him at a little teeny tiny small theater in Waco, Texas.
Yeah, Waterworks Sean,
Yep.
The owner over there, and it was my friend Bambi from House of Travel said, Zach, you got to come out and see this guy. And I go out there, and from then on, we were buddies, and we were the first, Jim and I were the first radio station to play any of his stuff. We had to really be careful and kind of find the stuff that was clean and play it. But him and his manager at the time was Michael Goldstein, who's now retired in Florida, but super nice to us. Have always treated us great, and Rodney's just a great guy.
Oh, his stuff is hilarious. I enjoy him, that's just those experiences that you get by going to small comedy clubs and listening to these young artists. The hardest part about comedy, I think, for the young ones, they think they have to be so vulgar and so shocking, is that they just need to work on their timing and their material and quit trying to make people go, oh, that's bad.
What's the a little bit old? Probably if she was a listener right now, or viewer, she'd get mad at me for saying a little bit older. The blonde lady that's real Southern, has the real Southern accent, and she's up on stage. Hilarious. She's another one that's super funny.
I can picture her face. I can picture her.
She's from the South.
Yes, real Southern accent.
Yep.
It's all about her family and her life.
Yes.
I cannot think of her name right now. But
hilarious.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
many great ones. So many great ones. And we need to bring that back to Waco. We need to work on that.
Well, by the way, I do have a show this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
What's
up?
up?
I have an improv troupe. We're called Three Guys and a Beer. And
just one beer?
Well, it starts off with one beer.
Okay.
All right. And it's more than three guys. So we actually have four guys and two gals. So it's all misleading here.
Wait a minute.
But we do an improv show. We do one about every other month we do one. We started off at Bear Arms a few years ago. Right now, Bear Arms is in limbo while they're getting a new building built.
Right.
We're looking very excited for that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have a new stage. It's going to be amazing. But we do improv. We do like Who's Line. We do those shows. Everything is made up on the spot. It is a lot of fun. Most of us have been doing it as a group in one way or another in over 10 years. We're very funny. We have it this weekend on Saturday night at Champions Academy. Show starts at 7, doors open at 6, $20 a person. You can get the tickets on Eventbrite or Facebook. Click the link.
Does everybody that come in get one of those little apron things around their neck like in a barbershop to wear during the thing?
No, but we thought about leaving barber chairs out so they could just sit in a barber chair while they watch the show. We could do that.
Cut and laugh.
Yeah, cut and laugh. Yeah. There we go. Cut and laugh.
Always working up here. It's like I'll think of it later. Anyway.
Yeah. But one of the things we're doing a little bit different,
right?
We're adding long-form improv to our show. Long-form improv. Have you seen Middleditch and Schwartz on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, that's long-form improv, where they make up a whole scene as they go along. So what we're going to do is actually play some games, have a long-form, play games, long-form, kind of keep the flow going. We did a Christmas show here at Texas Music Cafe over the Christmas in December.
Right.
And we did a long-form, what's the Hallmark movie? Yeah, we did a long-form Hallmark movie, and it was a rounding success.
I love it.
This summer, we have plans to do a buddy cop long form, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I've been watching Rush Hour this week. There's these little clicks that you have to learn, and that's what we're going to go with and play this weekend. But this Saturday night.
So this Saturday, what time?
Show starts at 7.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do we need to call ahead or reach out or just show up at the door?
You can show up at the door and buy tickets, or you can go online to Eventbrite or our Facebook page, and you can get tickets from there.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about that. All right, we're going to talk more with Kevin. We're going to just kind of slide over and talk about the Barber and Beauty School here in just a minute. I want to say a big thanks to Weikert Realtors. You know what they say over there, you'll love us guaranteed. I'm part of Weikert. If you want to buy or sell, now is the time to buy. People have been asking me, what's going to happen in 25? What's going to happen? Well, I will promise you this from talking to economists and reading things, home prices are not going to go down. Building material goes up. Everything's going up. You're going to look at 2 to 3% increase in homes by the end of the year. So now is the time to buy. Give me a call. Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group. We'll take a little short break. We're going to come back and talk more with Kevin. So stick around.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. Get ready for epic savings at Best Buy. Right now, you can save up to $700 on select Alienware and Dell gaming products. Perfect for leveling up your gaming experience. Plus, grab the latest Android Google Pixel at an unbeatable price. Don't miss these incredible deals. Shop now at bestbuy.com and upgrade your tech today. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
Have you ever watched true crime television and wondered, how did they get that story?
I can show you. I was a producer for 48 Hours on CBS News.
In my exclusive tell-all book, I'll take you where no audience has ever gone before. Don't miss out. Secure your copy of Killer Story, The Truth Behind True Crime Television today. Available everywhere books are sold.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion-resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
We haven't been looking for you. Wake up.
Hellhound Country, available anywhere you get your podcasts. Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
See, I can do that. Can you do that?
I can do this. Look at me.
Oh, my gosh. Look at us. We're like a traveling fun group here. Anyway, hey, you're back live, Texas Music Cafe. I want to say thanks to Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee. It'll make you be kind the rest of the day. They're located on Washington Avenue. They're open right now till 6 o'clock tonight. Slide on in there, get you some coffee. They provide our coffee each morning here. And a big thanks to Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group. You know what they say? You'll love us. Guaranteed. Slogan. I didn't think of that, but anyway. Kevin Gritten is with us right now. Kevin, you also have the Champions School Barber Beauty, right?
You'll get the name right eventually.
How's it go?
It's Champions Barber and Beauty Academy.
Academy.
You can also just call it Champions Academy, which is what we're really trying to go after now.
Champions.
Yeah, we're just champions. It's just Champions.
Okay, and how long have you operated Champions?
My wife and I have had Champions since late 2017.
Really?
Yeah, it actually started off downtown. That was our first location. We were there for about a little less than a year. Then we moved it to Lake Air Drive. And at the time, we owned Champions Barber and Beauty Academy. And we turned that location into another Champions Barber and Beauty. No, I'm sorry, Champions Salon and Barber.
You'll get the name right someday.
I'll get the name right eventually myself. I never thought I'd own a barber school. I am not a barber. My wife is. She will have been a barber.
Actually, I looked at you and I thought you might be a bad barber.
Yeah,
you kind of went too short up here. You know?
I did go to barber school, my own barber school during COVID.
Yeah.
And I found out that I don't like touching people. Shampooing someone was not for me. But I do love the industry. I love the people. I love what we do. We currently have 90 students.
How many?
90.
Oh
Students
my
enrolled.
gosh.
We have barber, cosmetology, lashes, nails, esthetician program, and in March we start the massage therapy program.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are trying to be the premier school for Central Texas and surrounding areas. We have people that come as far as College Station, Groesbeck, Gatesville, Mahia. So,
and where's it located at?
We're located at 3336 Garden Drive. If you know where University High School is,
yes,
you head towards 77.
Right.
That turns into Garden Drive. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yes.
But it's an old church building that we bought about a year and a half ago and retrofitted it into our campus. If you know where Circle Drug is off of 77,
yeah, absolutely.
We're literally behind Circle Drug.
Wow.
And that's where our improv show will be this weekend also.
So you go there and you pray for a good haircut?
I promise you.
Old church?
I promise you that we pray that you get a good haircut. Yeah, and we pray that you don't get cut during a straight razor shave. Actually, I'm joking. We have some great instructors there that oversee everything, and you do leave with a great haircut, a great shave, a hair color. We work really hard. We try really hard to do a really good job for everyone.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you take walk-in people as for them to work on, give haircuts and stuff like that?
We do, and we encourage people to come there because they cannot get better unless they have people to work on. Haircuts are $10. Shaves are like $10, $5 to $10.
Right.
Hair colors are, if you went to the salon, it'd be $400 for a hair color. We're probably $100 for the hair color. We really do want the public to come and support us and support our students. It makes them better. Last year, we put out 68 students we graduated. We supply most of the barbers in this town for most of the barber shops now. I'm proud of. It's fun. I love it. I don't think of it as going to work.
Right. Well, that's great. I'm excited about that. Champions. You got to get in contact with Kevin or your wife. What's your wife's name?
Lorraine.
Nice name. Call them up over there. Give us a phone number.
254-300-2320.
That's an easy one right there. Yeah. I like that. And are you starting a new class anytime soon, or when does the new
classes start about every 2 weeks for a program, depends on what program.
Right.
The massage therapy program starts on the 18th of March. I think today we have a new esthetician program starting tonight.
Oh, wow.
We have online booking for the services. We also have a Calendly that you can come in and book a tour, because we really encourage you to come check out the campus and meet our instructors before you sign up.
Just don't let Kevin touch you, because he doesn't want to touch you.
Who shaves your head?
I do. And I tell people this. I've been shaving my head probably for about 20 years now. And I tell you, people go, oh, it must be easy being bald. No, it's not. It's not easy, and it's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap. It's not easy. And hair grows back way faster when you're bald. I don't know why. If I would let it completely grow out, I would have this big dome.
Yeah.
But I'm probably get a head shave every week at my school. I'm usually the first person at our school, a barber, will put a razor blade to a human. I'm their guinea pig, and I'm proud to say.
I'll have to come in there and do that.
You need to. You do it, and it's not just a shave. It's the hot towel. It's the whole experience. We want them to walk out with the champion's way of doing a head shave, because you can do it at home.
Yeah,
you might as well have a relaxing experience.
Yes, I will tell you this. I'm very bougie on. I want the best razor blade. Mm-hmm. After doing it 20 years, you find out what razor blades you like.
Yep.
And I prefer the women's, and I don't like gel shaving cream. I like shaving cream.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The women's, it works a lot better than men's, in my opinion, when I do it. But I'm gonna have to come check that out. Remind us again about the show Saturday before we let you go.
Saturday night. It's Three Guys and a Beer. Show starts at 7. Doors open at 6. We will have Bear Arms on site. They will be serving beer, and it lasts about 2 hours. Tickets are $20. You can get tickets through our Facebook page or on Eventbrite.
I love it. All right, Kevin Gritten right there, funny guy and barber instructor.
No, I am not the barber instructor.
Oh, come on.
No, sir.
Just roll with it.
No, I know a lot of people.
He used to have a full head of hair and a flat top, and now look at him. It's sad. He did his own haircut.
I'm better looking now than I've always wanted to look like a very fine, distinguished gentleman, and I had a role model for that. And I think I finally caught up with you. Maybe if I just get the goatee, I'll be perfect.
That's it. I love it. Yeah, mine, just real quick story. I got to the point, and on Thursdays, we have a throwback Thursday. We show an old video of me and Jim. But my forehead just got further and further, and my hair got longer in the back, like almost like a mullet. And I was planning a trip to Hawaii, and I said, I'm getting too old, and it looks bad. Mm-hmm. And I cut it down to maybe a number 2 or number 3, go to Hawaii, and while I'm in Hawaii, and I didn't have the goatee, and I said, I'm changing my life. And I shaved it, started growing this, laid on the beach, got, suntan, all that kind of good stuff. So
hey,
that was my story.
And it's a great look for you. It looks good. You look good bald.
I thank you.
For me, when I went bald, it was the scariest thing in the world because I got to this point where you could just see through my hair, and I hated it.
Yeah.
And my wife we went to the barbershop. We sat down there. She said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yes, let's do it." And I still have the pictures to this day, and it was scary, but I wish I'd have done it sooner.
Yeah, me too. One thing that Kevin didn't tell you, that after he got his head shaved in the back, now he can't see it, but he has a birthmark, and it looks like somebody flipping you off, flipping the bird back there. See, turn around just a little. There it is, right there. Anyway, hey, Kevin, thank you so much. Good luck Saturday night. We'll get you back on the show. Remember, podcast, you got to work on that.
Okay.
And bringing back a comedy club.
We have to work on the name for the podcast.
We've got to. All right, got to take a little short break. My good buddy, Scotty Too Hottie is what I call him. Mr. Swingler is going to be on to talk about something coming up. So stick around. Zack Owen Show brought to you by Weikert Realtors. We'll be right back.
Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today. At 25 Home, our ultimate goal is to provide you with a transformative experience, making each day feel like it has an extra hour. We believe your home is more than just a space, it's a sanctuary where comfort, relaxation, and happiness thrive. Discover the difference at 25 Home today. Shop now at 25home.com.
I need to get real excited.
Sure.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Sheridan Vasquez, and this is Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions. And I will be interviewing some of your favorite musicians and maybe some you've never heard before. Join me on Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions for something new every time. You can find Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemediamusic.com. Yeehaw. And keep the music playing.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Want to turn your passion into profit? With Blogify, creating a blog has never been easier. Build, customize, and grow your site with powerful tools designed for beginners and pros alike. Start sharing your story today and watch your audience grow with Blogify. Visit blogify.ai today for a free 3-day trial. That's Blogify, Blogify.ai today. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Stay connected no matter where you are with eSIM-X. Say goodbye to expensive roaming charges and physical SIM cards. With access to over 200 global carriers, we make mobile connectivity seamless and affordable for travelers worldwide. Join the future of communication today at eSIMX.com. That's ESIMX.com.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Easy Sun has been living fearlessly under the sun since 2016. Born from sailors' need for convenient sun protection, our mineral sunscreen is crafted with natural ingredients offering broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays. Safe for your skin and the environment, stay protected on the go with Easy Sun, your ultimate sun care solution. Visit EasySun.com today. That's EEZYSUN.com.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
A very catchy tune we have right there. on the Zack Owen Show. Brought to you by Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group. Big thanks to my friends over at Be Kind Coffee over on Washington. They're open right now. Stop on in. Coming up in about 5, 6, 7 minutes, our music this morning, as we always do in the 9 o'clock hour. Mark Mcallister is going to be here to sing for us and possibly tell a joke, because since we're kind of in a comedy mode this morning, we'll find out if Mark's a good joke teller. Scotty Too Hottie, I gave you that name.
You know, you were the second person to give me that name after my 8th grade football coach.
Your coach did?
My coach in 8th grade gave me that nickname, yeah.
Was there a story behind that?
He was a wrestling fan.
Oh, okay.
And I mouthed off a lot, so those things combined. And
stepping into the ring
Scotty
now,
Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie, and you had the big music and the fire playing.
Yeah.
Had the robe on. Your last name is Swingler.
That's it.
I like that.
Thank you.
And Scotty is part of Rogue Media and also has a new podcast that is going to be coming out here. Is it out or about to be out?
We launch next month. Look, Mike's really nice, and he's got the logo in the corner here for us. So here's what it's actually a revival, Zach. In 2017, I was a grad student at Baylor, and I was talking about football all the time with my friends anyway, and so I started doing it on a podcast, and over 4 years kind of built it up, got former players involved, would try to speak to reporters from the opposing teams, and we built it into this thing that had thousands of listens and good traction, and I worked with Bears Illustrated, the 24/7 affiliate for Baylor, on producing that, and now that I'm back with Rogue Media and back in kind of media world, decided to bring it back. And Terrence Ganaway, former Baylor great running back, is going to be my co-host, and we're going to do it once a week during football season as a regular show. But in March, we're going to do a 68-player March Madness bracket where fans can vote to determine the best Baylor football player of all time. And even though the answer to that might seem obvious because there's really just 2 candidates for a lot of people, I think it's going to be really fascinating to watch kind of players from different eras and different times in Baylor's history be compared to one another. We'll talk about it. We've got a lot of former players coming on March 9th to the kickoff stream. Some big names that I'll kind of hold close to the vest. But yeah, it's just a celebration of Baylor football.
You know, it's really weird that you said that, because in my mind, I had a question that I was going to ask you. Who you thought the greatest Baylor Bear in history, as far back as the program. I have 4 names that I think could make it as the best.
Okay.
What would you say is your top 4?
My top 4?
Yeah. Or 3, whatever you want to do.
Ooh, okay, my person, I'll give you top 4. That's a Mount Rushmore, right? That's kind of a classic way to do this.
Yes.
I think the 2 obvious ones are Robert Griffin. You can't keep out a Heisman winner, right? And Mike Singletary, obviously.
Absolutely.
Just, arguably the best defensive player in college football history, without a doubt.
Yes.
For me, I think Jalen Petrie deserves mention. One of the more recent guys. He was a Thorpe Award finalist. Obviously a Houston Texan now, playing very well in the pros, but he is famous because when the scandal came down and the whole Brile staff got pushed out, he was the only recruit that stayed with Baylor out of that recruiting class.
That's right.
Then by his senior year becomes a captain and leads a Big 12 championship team. So for me, Jalen Petrie gets a nod. And then I think I'd have to say Corey Coleman, the school's only Blitnikoff winner. I think set a NCAA record for most touchdowns in the first 6 games of a season, had like 13 or something like that in 2015. So I think those would be my 4.
Wow, that's a good choice. Good choices. So that's going to come about when, you think, that voting on that, the fans can vote?
So actually now you can go to my Twitter, or it's at Please Bear With Me on Twitter. You can you can nominate a player if you would like a player to be in the field. And then starting March 9th, we'll have that first episode, and we'll vote week by week to narrow down the pool starting March 9th. So we'll be voting for about 6 weeks on this.
You know, you brought this up, and I would hate myself if I didn't ask you after the show. I'd go, I should ask you about that. Art Briles. That was a crazy time.
Yes, it was.
Crazy time. Finger pointing in all different directions. Some people got dismissed or hung out to dry, and some didn't. And just a crazy. What were your thoughts? in a nutshell, what do you think about that whole episode?
It's hard to say one thing or another because you really are going to fire up one group or another depending on what you say. And we are podcast for everybody. Please bear with me, right? But Zach, I mean, the reality is, there's all sorts of questions that situation raises. What is a university's responsibility versus what is a football coach's responsibility? What goes on at one school versus what goes on all over? Who's really at play behind the scenes and any of those things? It's all very, very complicated. I am thankful, Zach. I started my podcast 2 years after all of that went down, and I was not having to cover it live in the moment because certainly there are so many stories and so many angles to that thing.
Scotty, I want to say you, in the true form of a politician, ignored answering that directly.
Well, hey, here's what I love, though. If you have an opinion about it, I love to hear it. What's your opinion? I love to hear other people's perspective on those things.
I agree with you that there was just a lot, whose role, who is
right,
so forth. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And like I said, my show goes out to all people, this side and that side. I don't want to give you my answer yet. Does that sound right?
You were close. Yeah, that was pretty good.
But I am glad to see, what was it announced last year? The stadium in Stephenville going to be named after Coach Briles over there. He had a lot of success over there.
Texas high school coaching legend, certainly.
Legend.
And I'm thankful, Zach, that Baylor has found success post-Art Briles. I think this whole thing would be a lot more bitter if Baylor goes back into the late 90s hole of being the worst team in college football. So I'm thankful for Coach Rule. I'm thankful for Coach Aranda. I mean, the fact that Baylor's continued to get good coaches and good recruits is a testament to the program Briles built prior to all of that.
Yep, you're exactly right. All right, so look for the podcast. Go vote, the whole 9 yards. Scotty, too hottie. It's got like this touching something hot and going, ooh, I've already got this pictured in my mind. But Swingler here, the old swingster. Scotty, thank you for stopping by.
Be careful how you say that, Zach. I don't want people getting the wrong idea.
I know. That's a true last name. That's not a nickname or anything like that. But Scotty, thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it. And before you get out of here, seeing that we're kind of built around kind of funny comedy this morning, you have to share a bad joke with us as well.
Okay.
And so you could pick one that Kevin didn't do.
All right, I think I've got my favorite. Here we go. Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors?
Why?
If they had 4, they would be chicken sedans.
No, that's pretty good. I like that.
It's on the bad joke of the day list. So.
I love it. Scotty, give it up for Scotty. Now we're going to turn the camera around, and we're going to go to Mark on the stage. What did you think about that joke there, Mark?
It was definitely dad joke worthy. Yeah, pretty bad.
I did become a dad this past year.
Nice.
So
Congratulations, man. Love it.
Mark Mcallister. I've known Mark a long time. He's a very popular musician around and does a great job. And I want to say, first of all, thank you for taking the time to come in. Do you, as a musician, do you sleep in generally, or do you get up?
No, so I'm kind of a weekend warrior on the music front, and I'm a computer engineer by trade. So my day starts pretty early.
Right. That's good. I'm glad, because we've had some that kind of drag in here. Right. Oh, man, But, Mark, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Absolutely.
And let's play a song, kick it off, and get some music rolling on the show this morning.
Absolutely. When I was young, I knew everything. She a punk who rarely ever took advice. Now I'm guilt-stricken, sobbing with my head on the floor, stopping baby's breath and a shoe full of rice. Oh, and I can be held responsible. She was touching her face, and I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. My best friend took a week's vacation to forget her. His girl took a week's worth of Valium and slept, and now he's guilt-stricken, sobbing with his head on the floor. Thinks about her now and how he never really wept. He'd say that he can be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Try to wash our hands of all of this. We never talk about lagging relationships or how we're guilt-stricken, sobbing with our heads on the floor. We fell through the ice when we tried not to slip. We'd say it, that we can be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. And how I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. We were merely freshmen.
Great job. Mark Mcallister. Mark, when is your birthday?
November 25th.
Really?
Yeah.
So you get a big turkey around your birthday, right?
Every year, man. When I was a kid, it used to be amazing because all my family came into town from out of town, so they would always have to bring me presents, so it turned out pretty good.
Oh, that's great. You thought, hey, this is a special, this is for me.
That's right. That's right.
I love it. Well, we got some other birthdays today. You may recognize some of these celebrity birthdays. Most of them are passed on by now, but back in 1847, Thomas Edison, the great Tommy Edison, was born. Burt Reynolds was born in 1936. You know, Burt, to me, always came across as a funny guy and always funny movies. But there was that one movie, and if you've never watched the movie Deliverance, you're missing out on a great movie. He played a serious character in that, and very good. Burt Reynolds. Who else here? We got Jeb Bush, was born in 1953. 1962, Sheryl Crow, great singer. 1964, Sarah Palin. By the way, she can see Russia from her front porch. I don't know if you know that or not. 1969, Jennifer Aniston was born. Woohoo! Alex Jones, guy on internet. 1974. 1979, Brandy Norwood, singer. And in 1980, Matthew Lawrence, he's an actor, was born. Got some local birthdays here, Mark. Brittany Smith, Cheyenne Niemeyer, Bambi Altman, Misty Brown, William Bulls, Judy Webb, Kim Gatlin, Donna Andre, and Jimmy Powers celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday to everybody. Now, nowadays, when it's your birthday and it's Thanksgiving time, do you still get together with the family and have a big birthday celebration, or do you do it more low-keyed, or what?
Yeah, I would say it's a combination of those two things. My brother lives kind of out by McGregor, so we usually all go out to his place. My kids and wife and his wife and daughter and my dad and uncle and everybody all gets together.
Right.
Yep.
What? Tell us a little background about you, Mark. Where you're from originally, and also give us some musical influence over the years.
Yep. Yes, I'm from Axtell, Texas. Went to Baylor after high school, and then after I finished college, bought 10 acres from my parents and built a house right next door to them. So my dad is still my neighbor. My mom has passed on, but my dad still lives right next door to me. So I'm just a local boy. And as far as musical influences, I have probably a ton like everybody does, but I would say my favorite guitarist of all time is Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say that he's probably my biggest musical influence.
That's one to remember, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just wish that we like to talk about people that I wish I could have seen that have passed on. And he's one, too, that I never got to see in person.
Yep.
And that would be so great. Yeah, I've asked every musician the same question, so I got to ask you the same question. That if your cell phone rang right now, it could be somebody that's passed on or somebody that's alive today, and they said, Mark, we want you to go on tour around the world with us and open for us. Who would it be?
I hate to repeat my answer, but it would definitely be Stevie Ray. He would be probably the person I would travel with most. He probably did a little bit too much cocaine for my liking, so I'd have to settle him down a little bit. But I'd probably open for Stevie Ray. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Just be on tour. Oh my gosh, another left way too soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mark Mcallister, our musical guest today. We're gonna take a little short break. Got to come back. I want to say big thanks to Be Kind Coffee providing our coffee this morning. They're located on Washington Avenue. And also my friends at Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group. If you want to buy or sell, remember in real estate, contact the Eastland Group of Weikert. We'll be right back with more music. Mark Mcallister.
Shades is your trusted partner in stage lighting, offering a wide range of high-quality, innovative products since 2015. With designs that cater to all needs, fast delivery, and affordable prices, we provide exceptional customer service to ensure your satisfaction. With warehouses across the globe and sales in over 100 countries, Sheds is quickly becoming one of the most recognized names in the stage lighting industry. Visit shehds.com today to discover top-tier stage lighting solutions and become part of our global network.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Chapellex is a full-category shapewear brand dedicated to providing women with exceptional comfort and support. We offer thoughtfully designed solutions that blend style with functionality, empowering women to feel confident and at ease every day. Chapellex is redefining what it means to have a perfect body. Our mission celebrates body positivity, embracing every shape and size, because true beauty lies in authenticity. Visit shapellx.com today and join a movement towards self-love, acceptance, and confidence.
Indulge in Blum's luxurious Lotus flower rolls. The green Lotus roll bursts with a caramel apple flavor, while the blue Lotus roll offers a smooth berry cream sensation. With our Crush for Flavor technology, enjoy an instant burst of natural, intense flavor anytime you desire. Elevate your experience with the finest creations nature has to offer. Explore the full collection at blumleaf.com. That's BLUUMLEAF.com. Blumleaf. At Terrapin Ridge Farms, they believe in the joy of effortless entertaining. Inspired by CEO Mary O'Donnell's mom and her legendary holiday parties, they've crafted a line of gourmet foods that turn any meal into a celebration. From savory jams to mustards, aiolis, and more, their products are made with love, bringing unforgettable flavors to your table. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, they make it easy to impress. Terrapin Ridge Farms, where great food and great memories come together. Visit them at terrapinridge.com. Terrapin Ridge.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Back live, Texas Music Cafe, Zack Owen Show. Here we are, Tuesday. Going to rain throughout the day today. I was talking to Mark during the commercial break, and Mark used to work at Tom and Jerry's back in the day.
I did, yeah.
Back in the day of Country Hump on Wednesday, and so many crazy things happened over there. I remember, and I'm going to tell this story, and I'm not going to use names, but we did a contest. We were giving away some really good concert tickets or something. For the girl with the best tattoo below your waist, and then we did one for a guy, the guy with the best tattoo. And this one particular cowboy said, I've got your wife's name tattooed on my, and we said, no. And he goes, yeah, and he shows everybody. He did. So he won the tickets. Fast forward a month later, I'm in a restroom someplace in town, using the restroom, and this cowboy's next to me. He goes, hey, you remember me? And I turned around. He goes, I'm the one with your wife's name tattooed on my. I go, oh, yeah, I remember you. But, we did some crazy stuff at Tom and Jerry's.
Yep.
Good old days, good old times.
Great times, yep.
I love it. Mark, there's a big party that's going to take place February the 28th through March 2nd. It's 3 days, one big street party. It's a block party. Going to take place right down here on 8th, Southern Roots Brewing Company. Oh, cool. It's exactly 219 North 8th Street. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be music, battle of the bands, food vendors, all kinds of stuff. So mark that down, February 28th through March 2nd. Do you have any, you said you're the weekend warrior. Do you have anything coming up you might want to mention?
Yeah, this weekend I'm playing Friday night at Tipsy Lion out in the West.
Place.
Yep, it's great. And then the next night, Saturday, I'm at Camp Femfo. So they've started having music out there. I think they're going to do that through the summer. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
That place has exploded too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Started with a few little cabins and now it's huge.
Yeah, it's gigantic. Yep. Yeah, they do. A buddy of mine is a rowing instructor, and they do a lot of stuff with rowing, being right there on the river, and they're dabbling in a lot of stuff. So they're running a really good business out there for sure.
So do they pay you to sit by there with a guitar singing "Row, row, row your boats"?
I haven't done that one yet, but I might float that to them.
Do that. What do you do for a living? Oh, I play "Row, row your boat" over and over and over.
Just over and over on repeat.
It's like the guy in the old movies that beat the drum.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. I love that.
Mark Mcallister is here with us, great musician, and known each other a long, long time. Sing us another song, Mark.
Sounds good. I said Stevie Ray Vaughan's name 3 times, so he's kind of like Beetlejuice. So I guess I'll do a Stevie Ray Vaughan song since I called him out. Hello there, my old friend. Not so long ago, it was near the end. Played outside in the pouring rain. On our way up the road, we started over again. Living our dreams, are we on top?
My mind is aching, Lord, it won't stop. That's how it's happened, living life by the drop. Up and down that road in our worn out shoes, talking about good things and singing the blues. You went your way and I stayed behind. We both knew it was just a matter of time. Living our dreams, are we on top? My mind is aching, Lord, it won't stop. That's how it's happened, living life by the drop. No waste of time, we're alive today. Turning up the paths and there's no easier way. And times in between us, no means to an end. God, it's good to be walking together, my friend. Living our dreams. My mind is aching. That's how it's happened, living life by the drop. That's how it's happened, living life by the drop.
Thank you. Great job. Great job. Thank you. All right, this morning, kind of being a funny comedy morning, you have to play along. So do you have a bad joke that you can share with us this morning?
I do, yeah. What do you get if you mix a rhinoceros with a pachyderm?
What?
Hell if I know.
Oh, there we go. Now that one came from the top of the head, right?
That's right, that's right.
You didn't have to read it off a piece of paper up here. Mike upstairs, we're going to have to get Mark as our staff writer on jokes, okay? We like that. By the way, got Mike upstairs running I wish we had a camera up there that we could really see what he does. He says he's working up there.
Right.
Pushing all the buttons. And then Terry is down here. Terry does all the floor stuff, the direction of the sound and making sure everybody's in the right spot. And make sure Mark is sober on stage up there. So anyway, we're talking about music and influence and stuff like that. In your time playing, what year did you start kind of really getting serious about music?
I started playing piano when I was 3. I was a classical pianist. Then when I was about 15, I started playing guitar just so I could try to pick up more girls. Worked out all right. And then I guess I started really gigging maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah. In your 5 years, tell me the craziest place you've ever played. That you go, after you finish or maybe after you set up and started singing in your mind, you're going, what am I doing here? Or after the gig, you go, oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe the wildest gig I played was here in Waco. I played at the Freight Bar, and it was after a Baylor football game.
Yeah.
The game finished right as we started, and hundreds of students poured in. I don't know what the capacity is at Freight Bar, but like maybe 400 students.
Oh yeah, it's pretty big.
In. Yeah, and it was just another guy and I on stage, both with acoustic guitars doing kind of a song swap. And all of a sudden, we're in like the most packed venue that I've ever been a part of. And so all of these students are there that have never heard of us before, but they came and jammed out with us for a few hours.
So that's great.
That was a pretty great story.
So that's a good story. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember going to Freight once during the summer, and they had I wish I could remember. I think they were from Austin, but it was a 3-piece country band. I think they had maybe a stand-up bass, guitar, and something, and I mean, they were really, really good. And that's kind of, Mark, what I wanted to do here with this show. I want to expose as many local, and when I say local, Austin to Dallas, Fort Worth, Central Texas, Belton, Gatesville. Next week, I've got Gatesville coming in, some folks over there. But anyway, I want to try and get so many, because we have so many. I know you've run across so many talented musicians, singers, guitar players, the whole 9 yard.
Yep. Yeah, there are a ton, man. Yesterday I think you ran through just kind of a short list of the people that you've had on here, but I mean the amount of talent that we have in the Waco area, and the Hoosier brothers.
Yep.
I think you mentioned that you had Wade Bowen on, Michael Saldana, Zachary Hill.
No, I said Goodwoods.
Tyler,
not Michael.
So it's the roster of musicians here is really stacked. It's pretty impressive.
Chris Lowell, Joel Wood. Who else I got here? I just want to go over some of these great talents we've had.
Yeah, Cody Ellinger playing drums for Joel Wood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tyler
here
Lane. We go. Jessica Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Great voice.
Outstanding.
Carlson Cooley from up in West. Holly Tucker. Michael Sol Ross, who's one of the young guys.
Yep.
Wade Bowen, you mentioned that. Trey Lindsley. We've got Sammy Kalunga. That Kalunga family are super talented.
Yeah, that kid's incredible. Yep.
Joe Parker, Chris Kalunga, Brandon Hart, band been around a long time.
Yep.
So that's the goal, is to get as many local bands. And if you notice the scroll across the bottom of our show, there is a name and a way you can contact. So if you're a singer, guitar player, whatever, and you want to get on the show, we'd love to have you on the show. Mark, you got another song you want to throw in at
absolutely,
us?
Sure, yeah. I know you're a country guy, so I figured I better do a country song for you while I'm here.
That's okay. I like all kinds of music. I like all of them. There's only two kinds of real music, country and Western.
Well, my buckle makes impressions on the inside of her thighs. There are little feathered Indians where we tussle through the night. If I'd known she was religious, then I wouldn't have came stoned to the house of such an angel, too messed up to get back home. Looking over West Virginia, smoking spirits on the roof. She asked, ain't anybody told you them things are bad for you? I said, many folks have warned me. There's been several people's tried, but up till now there ain't been nothing that I couldn't leave behind. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear, and I will sing along. Honey, tell me how your love runs true, how I can always count on you to be there when the bullets fly. I'd run across the river to hold you tonight. Well, my heart is sweating bullets from the circles it has raised, like a little feathered Indian calling out the clouds to rain. I go running through the thickets, I go careless through the thorns, just to hold her for a minute. Always leave me one more. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear. Well, I will sing along. Honey, tell me how your love runs true, how I can always count on you to be there when the bullets fly. I'd run across the river to hold you tonight.
Tyler Childers tune.
I like that.
Thank you.
Hey, I was talking about one of my good buddies from Gatesville area is going to be on soon. In fact, it's this Friday, Valentine Friday. Taylor Branch.
Oh, cool.
Taylor is a great musician. He's a rocker, and we're going to get him in to sing on Valentine's Day. You have big Valentine plans laid out?
You know, man, I actually booked a gig on Valentine's Day, so I had to beg the wife for forgiveness on that one. But yeah, so I'm playing. I think that's this Friday, right? So yeah, I'll be out at Tipsy Lion. So come out to West Texas.
Yeah.
Bring your wife out, and maybe you keep my wife entertained because she'll be sitting there listening to me play music. So
I love it. I love that. All right, Tipsy Lion, yeah, great place over there. You know, in probably in about 3 weeks, after this week, I'm gone on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm going to be heading to Hawaii, but when I get back, that first week, I believe it's the first week of March, I've dedicated it to what I'm calling Bar Week. And I know we've got a lot of bars, and I'm sorry if I didn't not get you on. I'll promise you I'll get you on eventually. But I'm doing Bar Week. And speaking of West, I've got the owners of Wolf's going to be coming in to talk to us. Wolf's Bar over there. Lakeside Tavern out here, they're going to be coming in. Folks from K&W out on Highway 6. My buddy down at Bare Bones Barbecue, the Boneyard down in Gatesville, he has a big concert facility in the back. And there's one more that, Joe's, Papa Joe's up on I-35. All that week, we'll have bar owners talk about bars and musicians stopping by. It's going to be a fun time. You know, coming up tomorrow, do you ever listen to podcasts?
I'm a huge podcast listener. Absolutely.
I honestly, Jim and I started a podcast while we were on the radio. But before that, I was not really into podcasts, but I've become more and more into it. I like mystery and my girlfriend and I, Andrea, we love watching things like Dateline or 2020 or, stuff like that.
Yep.
So we've got some really good ones coming up. We've got tomorrow, let me put the extra eyes on here for you. Tomorrow we have the podcast Silent Witness is the title of it. And Christina and Erica are going to be on. They're the ones that do that. And then coming up on Thursday, the podcast is called Final Days on Earth. And Claire St. Amant is going to be here to talk about it. And then on Valentine morning, a really funny, it's two girls, April and Caroline. It's called Bloody Happy Hour is the name of their podcast. They're going to be on with me later in the week.
Very
Do
cool.
you have a favorite that you like? Do you like a certain kind or a comedy or sports?
All of the above, yeah. I think everybody pretty much listens to Rogan, so I like Joe Rogan's podcast quite a bit. I also listen to a lot of political stuff, so I listen to all those Daily Wire guys, Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh and all of them. And Crane & Company is a really good sports show that they do on that network. But I listen to a ton, probably more than I should.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about sports here in a few minutes. Pete Sousa will check in with us in about 15 minutes, and I'll ask you some questions about Super Bowl, so be ready for that. We're going to take a little short break. Big thanks to Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group, and also my friends at Be Kind Coffee. Going to have more music. Mark Mcallister, right here, Zack Owen Show. We'll be right back.
Dive into adventure with scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com. Your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at bizchair.com to transform your business. Level up your game with Corsair, the global leader in high-performance gear for gamers, content creators, and PC enthusiasts. From award-winning PC components to premium streaming equipment, smart lighting, and esports coaching services, Corsair delivers an ecosystem designed for peak performance. Whether you're a casual gamer or a pro, alleviate your setup with Corsair. Shop now at Corsair.com. That's Corsair.com. Corsair. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
God bless.
Thank you.
Elvis has left the building. Texas Music Cafe. We are live downtown Waco. Zack Owen Show. Thanks to Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group, Be Kind Coffee as well. Hey, speaking of Be Kind, today is, and you know, Jim and I support our military for so many years. Made 2 trips to Iraq, 2 trips to Afghanistan, to Korea. So today is Buddy Check Day, if you did not know that. Check on, really you could be anybody, but check on a veteran today, okay? Do that for us. BuddyCheckDay.org. BuddyCheckDay.org. You can go find out more information, but check on somebody, a veteran, today. Will you do that for us? Hey, today, Mark, we've got some music for you, some This Day in History.
Ooh, okay.
That I'm going to share with you and see if you remember any of this. Some of it is before your time, maybe. 1970, guest on this week's Johnny Cash show. Johnny had his own TV show. Okay. It was a variety show. Ray Charles, Neil Diamond, and Tammy Wynette were his guests. Ray Charles performed a version of Ring of Fire and a short version of Walk the Line. 1975, the legend Willie Nelson recorded Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
Great tune.
Woo! Become his first #1 hit as a solo singer. 1975, can you believe that?
That's unbelievable, yeah. Great song, though.
1979, the legend Kenny Rogers, whether you liked his music or his chicken. Remember he had Kenny Rogers over on Valley Mills Drive.
Kenny Rogers Roasters, yeah.
Had one of his stores over there, Kenny Roger Roasters.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers was the #1 country music chart topper. His 6th studio album, The Gambler. Woo, that was big. 1984, Merle Haggard, #1 on the Billboard country charts with the old Lefty Frizzell song, That's the Way Love Goes, Babe. I love that song. 2023, Kane Brown and his wife, Caitlin Brown, topped the country music airplay charts with Thank God. That was a pretty song. Not a big Kane Brown fan, but that was a beautiful song right there. Country music history. Who's your all-time favorite country musician that you think back over the years? Or
it's probably recency bias, but I would say Chris Stapleton is probably the top of my list. This guy's such a talented songwriter and performer. He's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I saw a picture somebody posted either on Facebook or TikTok the other day, and it looked like he had just started growing a beard. So it was almost, pre-beard days.
That's pretty cool. I also am a pretty big Gary Allan fan. Yesterday you had a good friend of mine, Zachary Hill, on.
Yeah.
And whenever we do a song swap, we always do what we call Gary Allan Minute or the Gare Bear Minute. And we'll just play like 4 or 5 consecutive Gary Allan songs. So I'm a big fan of his too.
Yeah, great singer. And, he's had some tragedy in his life with his wife and everything, but good writer and singer and guitar player as well.
Yeah, excellent.
In just a few minutes, we're going to talk with Pete Sousa about what's happening in sports. What are your thoughts on Super Bowl? Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you pull for one particular team?
I didn't really pull for one team or the other. I like Patrick Mahomes. He seems like a good guy. But Jalen Hurts is kind of an impressive story, the way he's stuck with it at Alabama and transferred to Oklahoma and then almost won a Heisman there. So it was amazing to see him get a ring. So I was happy with the outcome.
I think I heard the stats, and I saw it on the internet, so it's got to be true, right? If it's on the internet. That he set an all-time in the history of Super Bowl for a quarterback yardage running the ball.
Really? Okay.
I think so. Well, maybe Pete will give us the answer on that one here. But all in all, I mean, Philadelphia commanded the whole game. They blew it away. So it wasn't to me a very interesting game. I did watch the commercials, and I like the commercials. That's always fun for me. Do you remember one particular commercial that made you laugh?
I don't right off. I did like the Bud Light commercial with Post Malone and Shane Gillis. That one was probably my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, party at the
Post
Sack.
Malone, he's been popping up more and more and more.
He has, yeah.
On the country scene, in TV commercials, TV shows, stuff like that. And Jelly Roll, we were laughing the other night. I was watching an episode of Tulsa King, the TV show with Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
And in walks Jelly Roll in the scene. I thought, oh, wow.
That's
great.
interesting. I haven't seen. I'll have to check that out. Jelly Roll's an interesting guy for sure.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. And seems so nice.
Yeah.
I've never had a chance to meet the guy, but seems so nice and down to earth and truly appreciative of what he has.
Yeah.
The point he's at in his career.
Yep.
All right, we're going to check in and see what's happening with Pete. Pete, did I get that correct? That he set a rushing record?
You sure did.
Oh, thank you. I actually knew something.
Hey, I'll tell you too, that Jalen Hurts story is amazing. First of all, Texas kid, son of a coach. He was benched at Alabama. And not only did he was benched at halftime of the championship game. He didn't pout at all. And then he stayed another year at Oklahoma and backed up Tua Tagovailoa before he transferred. Stayed another year at Alabama. And then he transferred to Oklahoma, where he was a starter and was second in the Heisman. And, those setbacks he used to motivate himself and to get better. And now he's at the top of the sport, not just college football. He's at the top of the mountain. It's an amazing story that, if your kid plays sports, you want to point to this story and say, here's a guy who was benched publicly in the biggest game in college football, did not pout, use it as motivation, helped his teammates, and now that type of attitude has him at the top of football. It's a pretty cool story.
And he got paid quite a bit of money to go to Disney World.
Yeah, he's going to be getting paid quite a bit of money for a long time coming.
A lot of commercials, a lot of deals coming up. Hey, congratulations on your latest big story.
Yeah, all good. Got engaged over the weekend.
Now tell me,
I'm all grown up.
Tell me about it. Did you get down on your knee? What'd you do? What'd you do different?
Oh, you're the best for asking. I got down on my knee, and she will tell you, Christy is her name, that I just handed her the box. But I swear, I kind of blacked out. I was nervous. But I swear, I think I put it on her finger. But actually, if she says I handed her the box, then I handed her the box.
Here's a box, honey.
Yeah, but I got it from Boozers. So
that's good.
With Brad Boozer.
I love it.
Yeah,
He ought to give you a discount for all the free publicity we've been giving him lately.
He's earned it. And you know what? It was cool to see the Eagles win because obviously Boozer is an Eagles alum. So that was real cool too.
So what else are we talking about today?
Well, unfortunately, we're talking about two things that are tough. Luka Doncic, who just left the Mavs, he debuted last night for the Lakers, and it was like when you see your ex move on and like a lovely relationship where they're being celebrated, like that's what the or what Mavs fans got to see last night and this morning as they see the highlights from Luka playing really well for LA to a great reception. And then another thorn in the side is the Baylor got kind of blown out last night by Houston. Houston's very good, but they were down by 25 at times. They came back to lose by 11. But Baylor really just didn't show up on the road last night. So there's some work to be done for Scott Drew and his team.
Let me ask you this question. It's been a while now. Got a new head coach, Cowboys. He's hired on his staff. He's had press conferences, talked about this. Do you feel any better about him?
I do. I think the staff, when I just look at the staff that he's building out around him, it's a really good staff. It's guys like Matt Eberflus, who was the coach of the Bears. And, maybe Eberflus wasn't the best head coach, but there's no denying he's an amazing defensive coordinator. And they continue to bring on guys who have great reputations as coaches in the NFL. Remember, Brian Schottenheimer's dad was Marty Schottenheimer.
Oh, legend.
Marty Schottenheimer is obviously like a Hall of Fame coach. So Brian Schottenheimer has great relationships with old school coaches and new coaches. So, his staff could be a key element to the Cowboys' success. And you can't knock what he's done so far with that.
That's true. Well, Pete, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning.
All right, you got it, man.
Bye-bye. Pete Sousa coming up right after our show, talking about sports, talking about the Super Bowl, talking about the Cowboys, talking about the Mavericks, and having to watch Luka Doncic play for the Lakers last night. That's coming up right after our show. If you like sports, you got to love Pete Sousa there. Hey, my guest this morning, music-wise, Mark Mcallister, he's going to sing us another song here.
Absolutely. Lonely mother gazing out of a window, staring at a son she just can't touch. But if any time he's in a jam, she'll be by his side. But he doesn't realize he hurts her so much. But all the praying just ain't helping at all, 'cause he can't seem to keep himself out of trouble. So he goes out and he makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gutter. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Well, I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see. She gives him loving that his body can't handle, but all he can say is, baby, it's good to me. One day he goes and takes a glimpse in the mirror, but he doesn't recognize his own face. His health is fading and he doesn't know why. 3 letters took him to his final resting place. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Well, I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Come on. I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace in all the God-given ray. Is that because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away, seldom thanking for the sunny days. And like his promise is true, only my faith can undo the many chances I blew to bring my life to a new clear blue and unconditional skies have dried tears from my eyes. Note my lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the folk who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps them in the pouring rain. Who's to blame for tooting cane into your own vein? What a shame that you would aim at someone else's brain. You claim the same and blame this dating time for falling prey to crime. I think the system's got you victim to your own mind. Dreams are hopeless, aspirations and hopes are coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to you. So don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Well, I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Well, I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
I love that song.
Thank you very much.
I've always liked that song. Great song. You were talking about being at Tipsy Lion. I got a couple of things happening Friday night at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Austin Mead is going to be there. Start about 8:30. Over at the Wheel, Trevor Hickok starts about 8 o'clock. And then Saturday night at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, it's going to be Peter Dante. Okay, sounds good. Live, Laugh, Love Tour, Unplugged. And then at the Wheel, coming up this Saturday, it's going to be Nikki and Crowman from over at Shooter FM. Oh, cool. They're having their big birthday bash. That's coming up on Saturday. So make a plan to get out and watch and listen to some live music. I mean, I love having the different styles of music on the show, and the different venues around town that have live music. And I just really want to say I appreciate you, Mark, for taking the time to come in. I know this is a good break to get away from engineering, right?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I appreciate you having me, Zach. Thanks very much, man.
Now, do you go into the office 8 to 5 job, or?
No, I work from home. Work remotely, and then I travel around the country quite a bit. I'm in different federal government data centers.
Oh, wait a
pretty much every
minute.
week.
Are you now required to show up in the office as a federal employee?
No, I'm not. Thankfully, I'm not.
I know you were talking about political. We got to talk this because I always like to talk about every subject. What are your thoughts on the election? What are your thoughts on the first so many days into the new office, the administration? What are your thoughts?
I was pretty surprised that Trump won the popular vote. I had a feeling that he would probably squeak out an electoral college win, but him winning the popular vote blew me away. And I would say if I had to grade him on the first 20 days, I would give him high marks, but I'm blown away by how fast everything is happening. It seems like every day there's a story about a new executive order, and people either love it or hate it, depending on your politics. But he's moving at lightning speed. It's been pretty impressive.
One thing that kind of catches my eye is so many Democrats, liberal people, and I'm not down in them, I'm just stating facts, have said, we didn't elect Musk. We didn't elect Musk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, how many employees like yourself that are employed by the government or whatever that weren't elected? He is like an employee that's not drawing a check. I don't think he's taking any money.
Right.
But he is a volunteer employed government person trying to help out.
Yep.
So the whole thing about he wasn't elected, that makes no sense. That just makes you look dumb by saying that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And this whole U.S. aid thing, I found out, I saw a little research written, and again, it was on the internet, so it's got to be true. But that was started by President Kennedy back in the day, and was really intended to be truly U.S. industrial help out with rebuilding or with things like that. And it's just turned into something crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten out of control. Like most big government programs tend to, they just keep kind of swelling up. Nobody ever wants to make cuts, so it happens.
They just get bigger and bigger and fatter and fatter.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, Mark, thank you so much, buddy, for taking the time to come in. And I love to get you to commit right now to come on back sometime and be on the show again.
Anytime, absolutely.
Mark Mcallister, great musician, good buddy, nice guy. Okay, we're going to talk about who's going to be on music-wise tomorrow, and in fact, through Friday. I mentioned Taylor Branch. Coming up tomorrow on Wednesday, Silent Witness, the podcast. Christina and Erica will be here to talk about their podcast. And Bubba and Mike are going to be our musical guests. Bubba and Mike, I'm so excited to see these guys. Then on Thursday, we've got Claire St. Amant with her podcast called Final Days on Earth. Bill Sibley, a musician, will be here to sing for us. And then Friday, Valentine morning, Bloody Happy Hour. April and Caroline have that podcast. And Taylor Branch from Gatesville is going to be in to sing just a bit right there. So should wrap it up, and then I'm going to be gone on a 2-week vacation. My a couple of buddies, Chris Lowe, Jim Alvarado, are going to be hosting the show while I'm gone with different musical guests. And by the way, Jim's got a new podcast starting up about his days as a bus driver for the Stars that travel across playing gigs around. That'll be some interesting fodder, as we say, right, Mark?
Crazy stories, I'm sure.
Usually what goes on in the bus stays on the bus.
That's right.
But anyway, that's coming up in the near future with Rogue Media. By the way, if you want to go back and listen to any one of the podcasts, you can do it off of any. In fact, last night at home, I was listening to an old on Spotify. Just download the Spotify app, go back. It'll ask you about podcasts. You can type in when you first start, pick out 3 podcasts that you like, and then you can click on that, go to all of them, pull it up, and watch and find out about all the different music we have. We do this Monday through Friday live, YouTube, Just go to YouTube, Texas Music Cafe, and you can search Zack Owen Show and watch us live. And just anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us there. Before I get out of here, we're about ready to wrap it up. I want to mention only a few days left that we can you can take advantage of trip number 45 of the Zack and Jim Travel Club. We only have 3 couple spaces left, 3 couples, and we'll be sold out. We have over 50 people booked on this trip. It's going to be July 31st. Mike's got a picture of the route. It's 15 days, 11 ports, and 2 of the days are not at sea. They're going to be in Athens with an overnight stay in a hotel. That's included. And then we wrap it up in Venice, Italy with an overnight, all day, all night, overnight, hotel, everything. So really it turns out to be about 13 stops in 15 days. It's going to be beautiful. Greece, Greek islands, Croatia. This is 100% all-inclusive vacation. Bus ride up to DFW, round-trip airfare, all your transportation over there, your hotels, your cruise, your food, your drink package, all your cocktails. You're not paying extra for that. Wi-Fi, and the list goes on and on. Come go with us. Price is great. You're not going to beat it. It's going to be a fun time. We'd love to get you signed up. Call over to Alan Samuels, House of Travel, 776-2560, and book your trip. Time is running out. We'd love for you to vacation with Zack and Jim Travel Club. Thanks to Mark. Thanks for coming in and visiting with us this morning. Thanks to Kevin for stopping by. Thanks to Scotty, too. We'll see you tomorrow. Miss you, Jim Cody. Have a great day. Have a great Tuesday. See you on Wednesday.
Keep the music playing.